Hi everyone. Today's video will do a quick recap of the major errors that you will see in grammar questions in the CAT and other exams. We'll start off by looking at two basic things that will help you become better at solving these questions. First, try and make the sentences more compact. So get rid of any extra stuff that you know to be correct and will not help you spot any errors, and we'll see how we can apply this in some of the questions that we'll do soon. Second, read slowly. Really, this is very important. You're not trying to read a reading comprehension. Let me explain this with a small example. A lot of people, when they read this, do not see that there are two the's, because we read it so quickly and our brain just completely excludes the second the because it automatically removes the error. So what happens is, when we are used to a lot of errors in the English language while talking, then even if it creeps up in a sentence, we may not look at it closely if we read too fast. So please read slowly. While reading, focus on the following. Focus on the verb. A verb is very, very important for a sentence. Without a verb, there is no sentence. Focus on pronouns, commas, and prepositions. So these four things will lead you to the 6 major errors. Your verb will lead you to any error present in subject-verb agreement or in the tense itself. Your pronoun will tell you whether there is a pronoun error. Your commas will tell you whether there are modifiers present, whether there is any parallel construction, and you can check for these errors as well. And finally, your preposition will let you know whether there are any idiomatic errors. So we'll start off with subject-verb agreement. Let's start off with a sentence. The development of a hydrogen car based on expected performance parameters will be able to blah blah blah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll first make it compact. So we'll say, okay, this is fine, of the development of a hydrogen car based on expected. This is correct. So let's get rid of it. The sentence is the development will be able to travel hundreds of miles. Oh wait, the verb is will be able, but will the development be able? No. So there is a subject-verb agreement problem. It is the car that will be able to travel. So we'll introduce a modifier to make the sentence correct. When developed on expected performance parameters, the hydrogen car will be able to travel. Right? So you can see that for big sentences, if you make them more compact, it helps in finding out the major errors. Let's look at another sentence. The number of residents who have been residing in Maine. So again, I know that the residents who have been residing in Maine is correct. So the number are quite small. Oh wait, that is not correct. The number is quite small. So again, there's a subject-verb agreement problem which can be corrected by replacing are with is. The next error is verb tense error. When he was younger, he walked. Okay, 3 miles every day is correct. He walked and has lifted? No. It should be when he was younger, he walked and lifted. So the tense has to be similar. Unless they're changing by using words like before, after, earlier, now, right? If these words are not there that indicate a change of time, then all your verbs should have the same tense. Another one, I wrote the letter before he arrived. So now you can see that before means that the letter was written first and then that the person arrived. So since there are two actions in the past, the earlier past action should be written in the past perfect tense. Hence this should be I had written the letter before he arrived. Now we look at some pronoun errors. The administrative personnel of the company discussed measures to prevent delinquency which would debilitate it in the long term. So here again, administrative personnel of the company is fine. So administrative personnel discussed measures to prevent something which would debilitate it. What does it replace here? Does it replace the personnel? Delinquency is not going to debilitate, weaken personnel. It's going to weaken the company. So here it is replacing the company, but the company is not coming as a noun by itself. Hence this is incorrect, and a better way to write the sentence is just replace it with company. Another example. Her portfolio is outperforming those of other stockbrokers. So here those is replacing portfolio, but portfolio is appearing as a singular word and hence this replacement is incorrect. So we'll just write this as her portfolio is outperforming the portfolios of other stockbrokers. Modifier errors. They are sometimes really tough to catch. So focus on commas. Matilda biked along an old dirt road to get to her school, which cut through the woods. Does the school cut through the woods? No. It is the dirt road. So we'll get the school in the beginning, we'll just change where the modifier is. To get to her school, Matilda biked along an old dirt road, which cut through the woods. Another example. Eagerly awaiting her birthday. Who's awaiting her birthday? Mary, not her presence. So here we have to get Mary in the beginning and we'll rewrite the sentence. Eagerly awaiting her birthday, Mary picked up and admired her presents numerous times throughout the course of the day. Let's look at parallel construction. Again, commas are helpful to recognize parallel construction errors when there's a list, right? Let's look at the sentence. To say that the peaks of the Andes mountain range. So again, of the Andes mountain range, I'll get rid of that. Are less beautiful than those of some other mountain range is to do. To say that the peaks are less beautiful, right, is to do. Hence, here you can see that the sentence is not having a similar structure. This is incorrect. And we'll replace doing with to do. Another example. I would rather pay for my education than financial aid. Here it seems pay is used parallelly for both education and financial aid, which is incorrect. You pay for education but you receive financial aid or you take financial aid. Hence a better sentence would be, I would rather pay for my education than take financial aid. Finally, let's look at errors with respect to idioms. I'm aware about these issues because I deal with them on a regular basis. Now this sentence seems perfectly fine and it would be if we are talking to each other. But if I want to focus on grammar, then aware about issues is wrong. It should be aware of. So I'm aware of these issues because I deal with them on a regular basis. It's been conclusively proven that shoppers prefer discounts. So again we use prefer this over that, prefer A over B, right? But it's always prefer A to B. Hence the sentence should be, it has been conclusively proven that shoppers prefer discounts to free coupons. So I hope these errors are now very firmly entrenched in your mind, and whenever you read, you will read slowly. Hope to see you soon.